From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
Well, again, for snow fans in Tulsa, probably woke up disappointed this morning as the snow, even though we did have some snow overnight, early morning while all of you were sleeping, it just really had a hard time accumulating. But other parts of Green Country was a totally different story. We had 4 to 5 inches of snow in parts of far northeast Oklahoma and southeast Kansas, northeast of Juan, the area, the town community of Noxie, which is northern in Newada County, 5 inches, actually slightly over 5 inches of snow reported this morning. Quapaw up in Ottawa County, 5 inches of snow. Little Kansas, over 4 inches of snow. And then from Jay Grove vicinity, just south of Grand Lake, multiple reports of 4 inches of snow. Westport, again, you talk about so close but so far for Tulsa. Westport out towards Lake Keystone, 3.5 inches of snow. And even in the metro, Broken Arrow, there were some 1 to 1.5 inch snowfall reports on grassy surfaces in Broken Arrow this morning. But then you got to the heart of Tulsa and it was basically zilch. And it's all because, and we talked about this all week leading up to this snow event, was that we were just right on that line where it was going to be 32 to 34 degrees. And if we nudged a degree warmer, it could go from snow to rain or less accumulation in a hurry. And that's basically what happened right in the heart of Tulsa. But all around us, look at the amounts now cut off sharply in southeast Kansas. Got up towards Coffeyville, 3 to 4 inches of snow, and then you get a few miles north of Coffeyville, and it was almost nothing. They had some big snows in central and southwestern Oklahoma yesterday as well. All the way down to I-40, Shakota had a 1 inch snowfall report, about 2 inches reported in Okemah. Briefly, you know, a lot of it melted pretty fast, and then south of I-40, you didn't have a whole lot to report. We'll get more reports through the day, but again, it's all melting away very fast. The last bands of precipitation still shows up as snow on radar. Most of this is mixing in with rain at this point, and it is now quickly fading away. But from Tahlequah to Chewy to Jay, still kind of that little wintry mix hanging on, but probably not going to be any more accumulation from that. And in the next hour or two, it will be gone. Here's a look from Jinx as we've broken out the sunshine pretty quickly back here in the metro, and that will continue from west to east this afternoon. Looking pretty good. High temperatures, I mean, we're back in the low 50s by mid to late afternoon in Osage County, Pawnee County. I think we'll be right at 50, maybe above here in Tulsa. And even southeast Kansas, up around Coffeyville, even where you had the big snows overnight, by late in the day, you'll be in the upper 40s. You get towards Grand Lake, Grove, Jay, Tahlequah, Westville, you've got the lingering clouds, so your highs probably only make the low 40s. But McAllister, Eufaula, Henrietta, upper 40s, near 50 by the time the day wraps up as the clouds move away. Now, overnight, early tomorrow morning, we do drop below freezing. And where there's some lingering moisture from the rain that we had Sunday and then the snow overnight early this morning, there could be refreezing on a couple of spots. Now, the good news is I think most of the moisture is probably going to melt. It's probably going to melt and dry. It is melting, but will probably dry out before we get to that point. But nevertheless, we'll keep an eye on that tomorrow morning. Lows mid to upper 20s, but then look at the rebound on Tuesday. We are back at 60 degrees. How about Valentine's Day, Wednesday? If you're making some plans, the weather is going to cooperate. Cold in the morning, will be in the 30s, but then look at our highs. Valentine's Day afternoon, spring returns again. South winds, sunshine, we're in the upper 60s, and precip chance is pretty limited. Now, as we take a little glance at the 7-day forecast, as if you missed it earlier, to get you through the rest of the week, again, back to that spring fling, Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, there is another front that kind of comes sliding in, nudging in. That's why those temperatures Thursday slightly below Wednesdays, but still above normal. Friday into Saturday, there's still a little bit of some moving parts with the weekend forecast. There's a stronger cold front that's been showing up kind of in that Friday to Saturday time frame. So you may see those temperatures fluctuate a little bit more. Precip chance is pretty limited, but that cold Friday, Saturday cold front is a little bit stronger. Does bring us a little bit chillier weather to start the weekend.